Good morning, students. Welcome back to ICT class. I hope you all are fine at your home. How was your internal assessment ICT? I hope all of you have got one idea related to pattern of questions. What all are the questions? They'll come from this ICT chapters. Okay, so hope you all have clear about the questions, pattern of questions. So after a long time, we are moving back to our classes. This is our video session 25. And from this class onwards, we are moving to new chapter, chapter 5, networking. It is not like other ones. It is Pakka theory oriented chapter. There will be no practical questions from this chapter. So this chapter is related to networking. So by the end of this class, you will able to understand about.
The learner will recognizes about the computer network and its usage, for what computer network is used, and also to learn about different devices required for networking. For example, cables, connectors and other devices used for networking. So these are the learning objective behind this session.
So what do you mean by networking? In this chapter, you can see one introduction part. One boy named Vibin has gone to hospital with his mother to take the X-ray of his mother's foot. And after that, while sitting in doctor's room, the doctor has showed the X-ray of his mother's foot in his monitor. So Vibin has wondered how this happened. They have taken that X-ray in another room, and in doctor's room, the X-ray of his mother's foot has obtained in the monitor of the doctor's computer. So how it possible? In this manner, the process of connecting the computers in one building is known as networking. By using networking, we can connect different computers and then we can exchange data from one computer to other one. Exchanging of data will happen from one computer to other computer, and this is known as networking. This process is known as networking, and for doing such networking, we need some devices. In order to connect that computers, we need some devices. So that devices also you will learn in this chapter. So in today's session, you will examine one computer network, and after that you will learn about different devices that is used to connect such computer in networking. Okay. So it is also possible in our school. We can exchange one data from our computer lab, one computer in our computer lab to our principal's room or to EduCom. We can connect these computers in a network, and it is possible to exchange data from one computer to other computer. So this process is known as networking. Okay. So I'm going to take this chapter with the help of PPT so that you will more able to understand about the devices and several pictures related to networking, and also about that computer network. It will be more easy for you to understand. So I'm going to take it using PPT presentation. Okay. So in today's class, you will learn about first two topics. So let's examine a computer network.
Let's examine a computer network. Here you can see the picture of computer network. How many computers are interconnected in this network? Here you can see the numbered computers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 desktop computers are interconnected in this network, and also 2 laptops are connected to this network. You can see each of the computers are connected to a hub or a switch, and this is known as a computer network, the process of exchanging information from one computer to other computer. Connecting the computers in such a way is known as computer networking. And then here you can see so many devices, which are the other devices connected to the computer. Here you can see a webcam. Web camera is connected to system number 1, so that from this system we can take the images of something, and also we can capture the images so that we can send this image to any other computers connected in this network. And then, which is the other device? Modem. Here you can see internet is provided, and modem is connected wired to all the 7 computers, and through Wi-Fi it is connected to other 2 laptops. Here we are providing one modem, and it is connected to every systems through this network, so that every systems, this 9 systems will get the internet connection. Okay. Then which is the other device? A hub or a switch. and every systems are connected to a hub or a switch through this network. And next device is a scanner. Here to this 6th number system a scanner is connected so that we can scan the what documents, files, etc. so that we can pass that information or we can copy that files into all other systems that is connected to this computer network. And next device is a printer. Printer is connected to the 4th system so that we can take the printout from any systems in this network so that we will obtain the printout from this printer. So this is the main use of a computer network. Okay, we can connect any devices to any system so that we can make use of that particular device which is connected over this network through any computers. Then next one is, what are the devices required for doing such computer networking? For doing or connecting such computers into a computer network, we need some devices required for computer networking. And first device used for computer network is cable. You are familiar with this cables. Through this UTP cables, we are connecting every devices and every computers in a network. Secondly, we need a connector. Connectors to connect this cable to the computer, we need connector. Here you can see the picture of connector, and this one is UTP cable. Here every cables are connected by using a connector and it is connected to the computer. And next, if there are more than 2 computers, then an instrument is required to control the exchange of data between the computer and it is known as hub or a switch. I'll explain what is the difference between hub and switch. So if it requires more than one computer, more than 1 computers or more than 2 computers are connected in a network, we need an instrument like this in order to connect every computers in a network. So these are the 3 main devices required for doing such computer networking. Okay, let's see the devices in detail. So the first device used for doing the networking is known as cables. UTP cable, which is the full form is unshielded twisted pair cable. So here you can see 8 wires. You don't need to study it in detail. In your textbook you can see activity 5.2. So about UTP cable, 8 wires are there which is twisted into 4 pairs. Okay, and it is connected to the computer with the help of a connector. Inside this connector you can see the UTP cable. So it is connected to the computer using a connector. So here you can see different colors. The colors of this UTP cables are orange, white orange, green, blue, white green, white brown and brown. Okay, so these are the colors of this 8 wires which is twisted into 4 pairs. And how these cables are connected to the computer? With the help of a connector, and the name of that connector is known as RJ45, which is registered jack 45. Here in this RJ45 connector you can see 8 position number to which that 8 wires are connected. And how these wires are connected? With the help of a crimping tool. So the wires are placed at same position and they are cut off using this crimping tool, and in such way is known as crimping. RJ45 connectors are attached to the end of the network cable is known as crimping. It is connected to the end of this network cable and it is connected to the computer like this. Okay, like this RJ45 is connected to the computer. And next, in this connector one more connector is there, RJ11 connector. What is the use of that connector? RJ11 connector means it is the connector which is used to link the modem with the telephone network. We are using broadband connections, isn't it? So that broadband connection, for example BSNL broadband connection, we are using telephone network. So RJ11 connector is used to connect into modem with that of a telephone network. Here you can see RJ45 connector and also RJ11 connector which is connected to the link that modem with the telephone network. It is known as RJ11 connector. And the third device is known as hub or switch. Both hub and switches are used to control the exchange of information between the computers in a network, but they don't work in similar way. This is the picture of hub. We can see different port numbers, 8 port, which means 8 computers can be connected to this hub. 16 port means 16 computer can be connected. 32 port means 32 computers we can connect to this hub. And what is the difference between hub and switch? Both of these hub and switch are used for connecting with the computers to exchange the information. And what is its difference? Hub means it will transfer copies of information which it gets to all the computers in the same network. For example, suppose I want to send the information from this computer to second computer, but if they are connected to a hub, it will exchange that same information to every other computers in that network. So what will happen? The result will be the network will become congested because I only want to send that information to one computer. As it is connected to that hub, that information will get passed to every other computers in the same network. But switch is more intelligent than hub. Switch will send that data only to the particular computer to which it should be sent. It will only send that information to that particular computer by entering its IP address. It will not send that information to other computers. So that what will be the result? The congestion in that network will be significantly reduced. Okay, so most of the cases we are using switch in order to reduce the congestion in the network. It will only send that data to the particular computer to which it should be sent, but hub means it will transfer that information to every other computers. Okay, then so these are the three main devices which is used for networking. And the fourth device to provide internet, we are using modem. Modem is very familiar for you. Modem, the full form of modem is modulator, demodulator. And what is the use of modem? It will convert the digital signal into analog signal and that of analog signal to digital signal. Both will be done using this device. So it is known as modulator, demodulator, modem. And what is the working of modem? It is not given in your textbook. Textbook page number 62, there you can see one box, modem. So the working is defined in that box, but it is not showed like this. I am showing it as pictorial format, so it will be more understand to you. Computer will process the information and it will save the information in digital format. Digital means 1010, binary. So every computer will save and process the data in digital format. So when this digital data is passed or travel through a telephone line, that signal will become weak or distorted. So a modem is an equipment that converts this digital signal to analog and vice versa. We can use RJ45 connectors to connect two computers which is connected nearly. When the two computers are connected over a network is far from each other, so we can make use of this modem in order to make available that internet. So what is its use? One computer will process the signal and will pass that information in digital format, digital signal format, which is this 1010. So that digital signal will convert it into analog signal with the help of a modem, and that analog signal will pass through this telephone network and it will reach the modem, and modem will convert that analog signal vice versa back to digital signal and it will reach the second computer. So modem will does both activity. It will convert digital signal to analog signal and that of analog signal to digital signal, so that our signal will not get weak while converting it into analog one. Otherwise our signal will become weak and it will get distorted. Okay, so a modem is an equipment that can convert both the signals and it helps to make available the internet over a telephone line or other cable lines. Modem you don't want to study in depth, just study the full form of modem, modulator, demodulator, and what is its use. It will convert digital signal to analog signal and vice versa. Okay, you only need to study this much. In order to make use of that internet, we are using modem. And what are the other uses of network? We can share the files between the connected computers easily. We can convert or we can share the information from one computer to other computer easily. And also next use is we can share the printer. If one printer is connected to one computer, we can take the printout from other computers which is connected over this network through that printer. And next use is we can share the internet. Next one is we can share the pictures. Here webcam is connected to first computer and we can capture the pictures and images so that we can convert or we can share that picture into every other computers that is connected over this network. Okay, so these are the other uses of network. So the network part is over.
So hope you all are clear about computer networking, the exchange, the process of exchanging data from one computer to another computer which is connected each other is known as networking. And there are some devices that help us to do such networking, and you have studied each and every devices in detail. Unshielded twisted pair cable, UTP cable, RJ45 connector, hub or switch, and also in order to provide internet, modem is used.
And here is a homework for you. 3 questions are there. Write down the answers in your notebook.
So next is how a computer can communicate with other ones. There will be several computers which is connected to one network. So how each one can be identified? How computer understand, yes, I want to share this information to this and this computer. How does a computer understand this? That we'll see in the next class. Okay. So that's all for today. We'll see in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.